So this is a huge issue when it comes to marketing in general and operating a business in general, simply because people have this illusion that the more followers that you have on your social media accounts, the more money you're going to make. It's not about the followers, but it's about how do you actually take somebody who's following you and then convert them into a buyer. And so there's a couple actually, things that you need to first understand is who is your target audience. If you were to look at your follower count on, Facebook, on your Facebook page, and you look at the demo of who's in there, take all of that data and then evaluate that against who you believe your target audience is, 90% of the time when we do this, we see that they're actually drastically different. So you may be positioning your message one way, but you're speaking to the wrong audience on your platforms. So that's the first thing, is understanding who your audience is. The second thing that you actually want to do is you want to start to position yourself for the ask. Social media is the cocktail party of the internet. It's the way that you go to a networking event on the internet. Most people immediately go into having a following on any of these platforms, and the first thing they do is they make an offer. They put out content asking people to do something for them, and there's zero value to the other person. Here's exactly how you do it. You start off by providing value first. That's the absolute number one thing you must do. You need to be seen as somebody who's an expert. You need to be a resource. I mean, truly. And so if you think of yourself as a resource, you think of yourself as somebody who's trying to give more value to the relationship than you're going to ask for in return, that when they go ahead and you do ask, it absolutely makes perfect sense that they would buy something from you. The next thing is how you ask. So you need to give away a ton of content, Then don't turn around and just say, okay, hey, here's my shit, buy it, right? What you want to do is you actually want to position the offer. You could blast the world and just say, hey, I hope they take it, right? But if you sell something, that's multi-thousands of dollars, then the ask has to be much more personal. My favorite way right now to give the ask, direct messaging and Facebook Messenger. Hands down right now, two of the best platforms to position offers, engage with people, create a one-to-one relationship that's actually value-based, and then go in for the ask, right? Go in for the kill. Doing it through direct message is huge, but that won't do shit unless you actually position yourself as an authority, as somebody who is a resource and a value giver. Like, I get direct messages every day. First thing they do is they just message me with a bunch of spam, and they try to get me to opt in, they try to get me to buy. And I'm just like, God, like, if you would have just taken 2 seconds to send me a hey, what's up, which by the way, I do for everybody who follows me, and then create a dialogue, that would go so much further, and I would be interested in seeing what you do. But because you come at me and the first thing you do is ask for a sale with zero value and no context, I'm never going to respond to you. And so unfortunately, we get a whole bunch of people we delete and then unfollow, and it really doesn't do anything for them. The more times that they see that people follow you and then unfollow you, you're actually decreasing your distribution of all of your content. So there's the algorithm from Facebook and Instagram, and you're losing. So the first thing you need to do is you need to be right on point. You need to make sure that you're positioning yourself. Make sure you know who's in your following, right? If your target audience is moms that are 40 years old, but yet the people you're targeting, or the people that are attracted to you, are 22-year-old chicks, like, that's a very different audience, and your messaging isn't going to work. So figure that out. Provide value first. When you're done providing value and you feel like you've given a ton, open up a direct message, a dialogue with them, and then sell your products that way. That would be my advice.